Hi guys, this is Sai Kumar Kortiwada. In this video, we will learn about template outlet and how to pass the data for our template outlet and what is the purpose of using template outlet. To understand more about template outlet as well as template outlet context, please watch my previous videos regarding ng container and ng template as well as ng for loop. So I'll provide the link in the descriptions. Please watch them so that you can understand more clearly. Let me quickly jump into Visual Studio Code. Here I have created a project by the name demo1 and it was created by using Angular CLI. So it has created a component, that is app component. And now we will be experimenting our ng template and ng template outlet inside this particular component. So before going to our understanding of ng template, let's understand what is the problem in our for loop. So for example, in the previous video, we saw about for loop. What does that for loop do? Normally, it will loop some same type of content. So for example, it would be something like ng for let item of some array. And if you see here, we will be using some div. Inside this div, we will write some h1 and this h1 may be something like item.name. So we are trying to loop this content at a particular instance. For example, this particular div, I want to use it again at some particular point. For example, I have something called as h1. Here is the sample external content. So we have some content here. And after this, I want to use one more for loop with the same type of array. But this time I want to display the same div. That means I want to use the same div and the content and the design, and I'm getting something called as dynamic array. So I'm getting something like this. So for example, here we are using the same type of HTML content at two places. That means in the ARR as well as dynamic ARR. That means you are not reusing the content. So to solve this problem, we came across ng template and ng template outlet. So how can we achieve that? Let me remove all this and save this. So how can we implement the template outlet and how do we pass the data dynamically into that particular template outlet? For now, we will see a basic template outlet and how to use that. For example, I want to print h1 and inside this h1 I want to print something like hi, and also I want to print some data h1 something here, and later on I want to display same h1 with some how are you. So here what we are doing, I want to display something like 5 or 4. Let me give 4 and 4. So if you see here, we have h1 here, we have h1 here, and what I want to do is I want to create one class for this. So let me go to the CSS file and create one class, that is color red. So we are using something like this, color colon red. So we are using this class on this particular HTML content. That means class is equal to color red and also class is equal to color red. And later on what happened is I have created one div, and inside this div I am using some external data. That means some external data, and this is also having something called as class color hyphen red. And here what I am doing is I am trying to write some styles. Let me write some inline style, width of 100 pixel and also height of 100 pixel and also border 1 pixel solid black. In this case, what it is doing, here the h1 content, here the h1 content, and here the h1 content, the design is same, but the content inside that h1 is varying, and also it is not repeating at the same position. It is repeated here, and after that there is some content, after that you are again doing something, and then again you are using some div. Inside the div we have some reusability. So what we want to do, we want to make it as a simple where I can use some content easily for reusability in HTML. So what we can do, the same example, let me run it first. Ng serve, hit enter. Let me see the output. And if you see the output here, you can see hi, how are you, some external data which is displayed inside this box. So if you see here, all the formats are same, just the content is different in this, right? So what I can do, I can change that particular thing into a reusability. For example, let's consider the same thing in our TypeScript. So you are having an array, ARR is equal to some array 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you have something like this, And if you want to make some logic on this, what you will do, you will write convert to string. This is a method where you can convert your particular array into string. So what we will return arr.join of something. So we will be writing that like this dot arr. So this method can be used n number of times in my system. But the problem is here we are hard coding this array. Let me don't hard code this value. Let me give arr colon some any of array, and you will get the array. What we can do is we can remove this arr. So what we are passing an external data to this array, and this can be reused. That means the array is different, but the logic is same. In the same way, here what we will be doing is, here the HTML content is same and HTML displaying is same, but the value varies. So what we can do is we can solve this problem by writing only one line of code where the ng template and ng container comes in. So let me write ng-template, and let me give a name for this template, hash reusable. So what I want to do is, first I want to write my reusable HTML content. So the reusable HTML content is this h1. Let me paste here, but this should be coming dynamically. So what I'll do, instead of writing dynamic content, first how we will access this template. Let me save this. And if you go to the browser, you cannot see any template data. If you see here, we are not seeing any template data. Why? Because an ng template is a virtual element. It has to be invoked by someone. So how can we invoke this HTML content? For now, what I'll do is I have created one h1 here. So let me remove this h1, and how to access this ng template by using a container. So ng-container, container is also a virtual element, but it doesn't need any external invocation. It will invoke automatically whenever your JavaScript or HTML is transpiled or parsed. We have created one ng container. Here for the ng container, we have something called as a structural directive called as ng template outlet. So this is my ng template outlet, which will take the value of our ID. What is my ID? This reusable. Let me paste here and now save this. And in the same way, let me copy the same thing, and here also the same UI is used. So let me comment this and paste here, and also I want to comment this and paste here. So what we are doing, instead of using this particular h1 tag, we are using our reusable template. So we have created all the reusable template. Let me save this. If you go back, you will be seeing same external, some external, some external. That means the h1 tag, whatever the value we have inside the h1 tag, we are seeing only the constant value, but we are not seeing the dynamic value. So to see the dynamic value, how we can do? There is a property called as context, which is acting as an object, which will take an object for us. Let me give an object like name colon. What is the name I want to pass here? First container. And let me copy the same context and paste inside this semicolon and paste here. What is this? Second container, or you can use how are you. Let me copy this how are you and paste inside this. And also we are using this context. Let me copy this context and use here and pass some other value. Let me pass some value like some external data. Let me copy this and pass here. So what we are doing, we are trying to pass an external data, same like our TS file. We are passing an array here. Instead of array, we are passing how are you and some string, and how to access this particular element in our template. So we can use some let variables. You can use any name. Let me use the same name like this, the key. So what I'll do is name is equal to, what is the key? The key is name. Let me pass the name here. And instead of using this hard-coded value, we can remove this hard-coded value and interpolate with this particular name. So what this is doing, we are passing a context data to our template. So this template will be acting as per this context. Inside this context, we have a name, and what that name will be assigned to our local variable. That local variable can be interpolated. Let me save this and go back. You can see data, first container, how are you, and some external data. And also we are trying to write in between anything. So we have reused our content. So that's how we can work with our data. And now we have passed our context and we are showing this particular data. What I'll do is I want to create some other content where we are passing only the name here. So if you don't want to give the particular property, and you are trying to pass some data. Let me use a dollar implicit. There is something called as dollar implicit where you no need to give the key. It automatically takes that value. So inbuilt value. So I have passed inbuilt value. How to access this dollar implicit? We can access this dollar implicit by giving any name. So for example, built value, this is my let variable. I'm not giving any key like this. So what it will do, it will automatically take the implicit value. What is my implicit value? Inbuilt value. So what I can do is I'll use this built value, and inside this I'll pass that built value. Let me save this. Here in the first case I have implicit, so this built value will be inbuilt value, and here I don't have any implicit value, so this will be empty. So go back, and if you see here we have inbuilt value with first container. That means inbuilt value has been printed, and also first container has been printed. In the remaining cases we didn't pass, so this value will be something like empty. So what I'll do is I'll write a paragraph, and inside this paragraph we are using that built-in value. So what we are doing, whenever you have some particular value, whenever you don't want a key for that particular value, we can use a and. For example, if you have this object which is coming from external source, for example, let me give a dynamic values from controller or a class. So what I'm doing, I'm trying to write inside a controller, and let me use this inside my paragraph and save this. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to write one more container. Let me give a div, and inside this div I'm writing one container, ng container, and inside the container I'm passing star ng template and outlet, which is again a reusable our template. And what I want to pass is I want to pass the context, but this time I don't want to hard code here itself. I want to pass externally. Let me go to the TypeScript file and let me pass that object obj is equal to, or obj context we can give for a name which is relevant to that. And what I want to pass is I want to pass a name like from controller. This is from controller, and also we can pass the implicit here also, dollar implicit value. What is my implicit value? I can pass any implicit values. So let me save this and pass this context here inside this context value, and let me save this. If you go to the browser, you can see this dynamic implicit value and from controller. So this is also using the same ng template. And now what I want to do is I want to achieve the same container, same output without using ng container. That means paragraph, and we are giving a star dynamic value without container. So I'm using without container, and I'm using the same ng template outlet. So how you can do is, let me create a div, and inside this div ng hyphen template, I don't want to use container this time. I want to use a template to invoke another template. How can I do this? By using a property binding which we have, ng template outlet is equal to, we have to give our ID, that is reusable, and let me pass the context. How to pass the context for this particular template? We can pass the context by using ng template outlet context equal to what is my value, that is obj context, or else you can pass directly and value which is an object here itself. Let me save this, and if you see here, implicit values, dynamic value without container, I'm not using the container and I'm getting the output here. So that is how you can give our data without using ng container also. By this we can understand I can create a dynamic or a reusable HTML content inside a component by using ng template, and I can pass my dynamic data at any place wherever I want in that particular component. So let's revise our points to remember. We can create our templates, or we can create a dynamic HTML content inside our component by using ng template. To access that ng template at any place, we can use ng template outlet on the container. We can use this in two ways. One is by using structural directive, and second by using a property binding over the ng template. And how to pass the data? When you want to pass some dynamic data to your ng template, we have a keyword called as context, and you can pass the object to that particular context, and how to access them by using a let variables. If you don't want to give the key for a particular let variable, then you can use dollar implicit. A dollar implicit is used to give the value to our ng template without any key. That is how you can access, and here we can create a variable that is a local variable without assigning any key. So it will be searching for the dollar implicit value. This can be passed either directly inside your HTML content or dynamically from your TypeScript. So this is how our ng template outlet will be working. And the difference between ngFor and ng template outlet is ngFor can be reuse the content at a same particular position, whereas ng template outlet you can use your content any place at any time by using one ng template itself. One more point to remember, ng template should not be and cannot be accessed out of the component. So whenever you are using ng template, it will be used and restricted only to that particular component level. It cannot be reused in another component. Whenever you want to reuse in another component, we will be using a concept called as component injection. We will see in the next upcoming videos. That's it about ng template and ng template outlet along with the context. If you like my video, please like, share, subscribe to my channel for more updates. Signing off. Thank you.